What's up everyone, Carl here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at knee pain, specifically valgus knee or knocked knees. And we're going to dive in to how we can fix the two main types of valgus knee with simple exercises at home. Let's do it. So what do I mean by valgus knee or knocked knees? Well, first you've got to understand that there are two types of person that we're going to be looking at. We have the person who walks around completely normally. They have no gait issues. But when they are asked to do a squat in a gym setting with weight, those knees cave in and suddenly it becomes a problem. The second type of person are those who have an obvious gait issue and the knees cave in naturally as they walk. Now we can help both with some of the simple exercises that we're going to look at, but before we do, if you haven't already done so, click hit or smash that like button if this is content that you want to see again. So the first type of valgus issue we're going to look at is in those who have a problem with squatting. If you're here looking at this video trying to find the solution to your problem, to your knee problems, leave a comment in the comment section and just let me know when you first noticed that squatting was causing problems for your knees, and let me know what you've done to try and fix it so far. Now, when it comes to those who have issues with knee valgus in the squat position, it usually occurs at the 90-degree angle. This is the maximal load position for the quads. Now, when the quads can't quite deliver the power that is needed to push the weight that you're trying to do, the knees are going to cave inwards. The adductors are going to take over some of that load to allow you to very unattractively push that weight. Now, when it comes to this squatting problem, it's a relatively simple fix. Now, we can do this in two ways. We can either reduce the weight that we're trying to push. We can break through that plateau while maintaining good posture and good knee position. Or we can narrow the stance, which is actually going to load the quadriceps more, but it's also going to ensure that you can't lift or try to force a lift that you're not ready for. So the second type of valgus knee problem that we see is in those people who walk around with it always. Now, this is a biomechanical problem. What do I mean by that? Well, it's either a bottom up or a top down issue. It's either coming from the pelvis or it's coming from the feet. So we need to address those issues to give your knees optimal opportunity to function in the way that they were designed to work. So let's first take a look at the top-down issues. Now, it doesn't matter how strong you are. You can be extremely strong and still have weak external rotator muscles in that pelvis. Specifically in this video, we're going to focus on the problems that are top-down. So let's look at the top-down biomechanical problems. Weak abductors are going to be the thing we want to strengthen right now. Now, how do we strengthen the abductors? Well, I really like a scalable approach, so anybody can do it at any level or any strength, and that's why we're going to do this side-lying abduction exercise. So you can see here we're in the weaker position. We've got our hands on the ground, we've got a foot assisting us, and you're just going to try this side plank lift. You really want to abduct the hip from the bottom to start strengthening it. And again, I like this because it gets you stronger to build up into the more advanced exercises. You can take away one arm, place it in the air to add balance. To scale it up, we're going to balance on one arm and one leg, create that abduction through the pelvis and drive through to further strengthen the abductors. Now that we've strengthened those abductors, we also need to work on our external rotators. Now, we can do this really simply by placing a band over the top of the knee and allowing the knee to fall across the midline over the opposing knee as we sit back. Now we can drive it outwards, externally rotating that knee and rotating from the hip. We can slowly control it back in, work on our eccentric control, and hold it at its external limit for a little bit of isometric control as well. In this third exercise that we are going to do, we're going to use a band to create a passive internal rotation of the femur. Positioning the band, I'm going to step through with my right leg and I'm going to slide it all the way to the top, and I'm going to place it at the front of my pelvis. The topmost part will go above my pelvis, above my pubic bone, and the lower part will meet it to the left-hand side of my left hip. Next, we're going to wrap that band round all the way across that mid-thigh until it comes back to the middle, and we're just going to tuck the end of the band under. As you can see, this band in this position is going to cause my femur to automatically roll inwards, which means for me to assume a normal position, I'm going to actively have to externally rotate my femur. Now, what's beautiful about using the band like this is that we can actually perform other exercises, running, walking, lunges, anything like that, while wearing the band. This is going to promote active external rotation through a range of activities that you want to be strong in. This is particularly useful if you notice that every time you walk and you land with your foot, your knee caves inwards. With this band in this position, you're going to have to actively externally rotate to maintain proper biomechanics, which is going to strengthen those weak external rotators. And finally, if this video was helpful to you, you might enjoy this one. Alternatively, this could be exactly what you're looking for. And if you haven't already done so, click, hit, or smash that like button. Let me know that this content was useful to you, and I will keep making it for you.